Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Soph, and these are the top 5 books I want to read in 2022. And I only mentioned 5 because I have a reading goal of 20 books, and I didn't want to do a top 10, to be quite honest. But I want to choose this 5, and then when I finish these, I will have a next top 5. Or I'll have a video saying, hey, I've read all my top 5 books, here's my thoughts on them, and now let's build up a new list. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't want it to be a big, overwhelming list. With this list, there will be a new card added on my TBR game, which will be one of my top 5 books or top 5 series. You know, it really depends on what comes, but I will have 2 of these videos. This is the top 5 books. I will have one for the top 5 series, and there will be 2 new cards added, well, 3 new cards added to the game. The other one is the Goodreads Choice Awards. But for my top 5 books, let's get started. And book number 1 is a classic YA dystop. I believe it's a dystopian. But it's like one everyone and their mother has read at some point, and it is Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. I have no clue what this is about. I know people love the first 3 books, not so much the other 3, and the series kind of keeps growing. And I know it's a very, very beloved book, both on BookTube, Bookstagram, and BookTok. So all over the book world, this is a very beloved book. And I'm feeling a little bit left out, and I want to know what's about. So I have put it in number 1 on my top 5 books. When I say top 5, like I'm numbering them 1, 2, 3, 4, but they don't have like a specific order. They were just the order I remember them by, to be quite honest. So don't mind that I say number 1. It's like the one I want to read the most. No, no, no. I want to read them all. I don't have a specific order. It was just the order I remembered. Book number 2 is one that I really, really want to read. I've read other books from the same series and I really did like them. And some of them I really did like, some of them I did not. And I'm talking about What Once Was Mine by Liz Braswell. This is book number 7 or 8 in the Twisted Sail series. This is, of course, pertaining Rapunzel and Mother Gothel. And we're following Rapunzel, I believe, in the story, but it's basically a twisted tale. I don't know what will happen to Rapunzel, to be quite honest, but Rapunzel is one of my favorite princesses. So I love the blondie with the freaking pen, and I am really, really excited to read more about her and the world and the characters, and I'm excited to see what Liz Braswell does to this specific tale. If I remember correctly, the other book I liked from this series was also written by Liz Braswell, so I do have high hopes for this one. Book number 3, again, it's kind of a staple on the book community, and it is Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. And I do know a little bit about this one. Basically, we're following some students, and they enter this school where to graduate, you have to pass over a room full of like monsters and stuff. And they it can be deadly. Not everyone does it, because you basically have to kill like the monsters in order to leave the room, and only if you leave the room you're a graduate. I know the second book has came out, and it's called The Last Graduate, and I am excited to read the series, so I have put book number 1 in my top 5 books to read. Book number 4 is a well, it's from an author I usually like her books, and it's from Stephanie Garber, and it is Once Upon a Broken Heart. I know this is about Jack of Hearts, and I know he appeared in Caraval as well. I'm not so sure if it's the same character, just in a different world, or this, like, just the name of the character is the same and they're not the same character. Not so sure about that. But I know it's about a girl that has to, like, trade a kiss for something, but then, like, something does not go as planned. Again, not sure, but I heard Jack of Hearts, and Jack of Hearts was one of my favorite characters in Caraval. Um, I was a bit disappointed in finale, which is why I didn't pick up Once Upon a Broken Heart like as soon as it came out. But it is a book that I want to read somewhere along 2022, and I am excited. And hopefully, if I like it, I will get a physical copy. I only have the ebook right now, but fingers crossed. And last but not least, we are finishing this list with a little bit of spice because it's Christmas and it's all mm, everything's nice with a little bit of spice. I can't remember the saying, but book number 5 on this list is Neon Gods by Katie Robert. Uh, this is smut. So if you don't like sexual, explicit stuff, please do not pick this book up. Every single book by Katie Robert is smut and usually hardcore smut. So check for trigger warnings on this book. Um, I believe we're following Hades and Persephone in this book, and it's like spicy stuff goes on. I didn't read a lot about the story because I didn't want to. I want to jump in sort of blind because that's kind of how I jumped into Desperate Measures, which was the first book I read by Katie Robert. And by now I've read nearly almost everything in the Desperate Measures series. Can't remember the name of the series, but I've read nearly all of them. I think I'm missing one. And then she came out with this one, and there's Abel and another one that I can't remember the name that I haven't read yet. But Neon Gods specifically does call my attention, and so I really want to read it. So let me know your top 5 books that you want to read in 2022. Top 5, top 10, top 15. Your top books that you want to read in 2022. Leave them down below in the comments. And while you're there, please leave a like and click the subscribe button. It will mean the world to me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.